I guess there's a couple more points that I could discuss at this stage. I've got the gearboxes all back together with the end cover on now around the other side, and here I am on the primary side. I've replaced the seal in the detachable inspection plate behind the clutch. I've refitted that obviously, and I've got the clutch on, as can be seen. It's all screwed onto its main shaft tightly and everything. Primary chain, fitted engine sprocket. This engine sprocket washer, this component here, was totally absent, so that's one of the parts I ordered, and that goes on there with the engine sprocket sort of passing through the centre of it, so like that. And when the engine sprocket's done up tightly, it only locates one way, and that's it there. When that's done up tightly, that will actually also clamp the engine sprocket to the crank, and via the distance piece inboard of the engine sprocket, it will clamp the whole lot and the crank to the drive side main bearing and locate the crank, so there's no potential for any end float. So that was rather an important bit of the engine that was missing completely, but there we are, we've got that now. We've also got a replacement for the broken timing chain or cam chain tensioner, so it is only going to be one piece, not two, so I'll be putting that in. And I've replaced the crankshaft oil feed stud or quill bolt, and it might just be possible to sort of see the difference there between the two of them. That is obviously the new one and how the end of it should look, and there's ours, the old one, all bashed over and flared and belled. So, and I've obviously got a new seal in the bag there to fit into the primary case, and the new oil feed washer as well is in there actually. You can see both of them. There we are. It's a bit stubborn there, why not? There we are. One seal and one new rubber sealing washer there, so I would feel a lot more comfortable about all this being in a bike and running with all this lot done. Someone actually asked about all these pipes here, and they're obviously engine oil pipes, and I've heard them referred to as the octopus, and that one down there, that's your scavenge pickup from the crankcase. The oil that's been pumped in through the big end and done its bit gets sucked out via that pipe. There's a filter in there, and the oil pumps live behind this casing here, but basically the oil, the scavenge oil, gets filtered in that. Not all Crusader engines had these, only the sort of later ones, the earliest didn't, but there's a filter in there. I'll be unscrewing this to take a look at that actually. It's a thimble shaped sort of filter, quite a good idea. But anyway, the oil pump sucks oil from the bottom of the crankcase via that pipe. Believe it or not, I know it's way back, it looks like it's under the gearbox, but there's oil passageways and stuff linking back, going back this way. So the oil gets picked up there, sucked through the filter and discharged back into the oil tank compartment of the engine through that one there. So that's what that's all about. That's all to do with your mainly scavenge oil, and obviously the oil that's fed under pressure is pumped internally through passageways, as I've already discussed, through the filter and through this opening here, through some passageways and seals in the primary chain case cover, and into the big end. So there we are. That should probably be a rough sort of guide or outline as to how that lot works. Next up for me, I'm going to put the clutch together. I'm going to fit the timing sprockets and chain and tensioner and so on, and we should be coming up to the last finish.